Now, getting back to my last cassette, I was talking about the valves. You see, our life is exactly like a valve. When you turn it one way, we flow from east to west, and yet we're tied in by the pipes. Yet when you open it up, it's the flow, and it goes up to heaven and down. Now, these pipes that we have, okay, are not only water pipes, because water is only one piece of it. Don't forget the four elements are the basis of the building of these pipes, and they have an intricate design in it that even creates the pipes just by what they are. The alpha omega is designed like this. The A part of the alpha is like this. They all have a reason for it. Okay, what happens to the alpha is it pushes upwards, and the V closes the north-south pipe so that the flow of omega, the O flow of the pipe, the alpha is the A part, okay? But when you put the two alphas together for light, what happens to that A is it transforms into the X. I mean, I can't really design this, but it transforms into the X, closing the pipe, okay? Because the reason why it's open like this is because when the water's coming down, it pushes the pipes apart. So if you put it this way, okay, they would just close together and the water would flow through. Okay, so wherever the pressures are, the V has to be the opposite way. So now it opens up and it flows this way. Okay, and like I mentioned before, what happens is this eye that you see, this pencil, in all actuality, it's here. You see, it's not supposed to stick out. It's supposed to make an eye, but it sticks out because it stops the eye man from moving. Okay, the eye has a flat border on it because it stands on Earth. That's the way the pipes are blocked, here and here. When you turn it the other way, the pipe opens up. Now, what I want to talk about is up north. The up north is the haven. It's the country. It's the Laurentian Mountains. Thus, our up north on Earth is listen to this, Laurentian. Lor, ren, louer, rental, to rent, to borrow, like we borrow our time on Earth. And then it has the T, which is the valve or the crossroad of the I-A-N of the word Laurentian. I is for birth, A is for angel, and the N is the neutralize. You see, what happens is this is the I part, okay, the way it turns and blocks the pipe. I'm going to have a hard time explaining this, but I-A-N is 9, 1, and 14. 9 is birth, A is angel or 1, okay, or the I birth, okay, and the N is the 14th letter. What it is angel and spirit come together as 1 and 4, make it 5, make it angel spirit. It's the only way they can live with man, okay. Thus the birth of the angel is the connection to the spirit, and the angel and the spirit angel is the connection to the spirit beta. Beta is who we are, the omen, because the pipe and the O in the pipe, the way it goes, the X is what's closing it off. We become the X-Men when we go, when we're the omen on the earth. O and X, X and O, and the pipes, two this way and two this way, create the XO board. Therefore, you got XO and the tic-tac-toe all in one is a valve, okay? This is located, according to what I understand, this is from Chicago all the way down to Louisiana. Now there's states in between, there's miles in between, there's other intersections in between that I've talked about in my previous tape, and this all has to do with our creation. Now, I'd like to understand is, am I being able to see the future? Do I see the past? Does Louisiana have that terrible El Nino? El Nino, she, Nina. Nina is 9, it means birth. El is her, birth of her, it's the angel birth. The 5 spirit birth. You see, F-I-V-E is a letter count of 42. 42 is 6 man. The letter count of 9 is 42, which is the same thing as 6 man. 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is create, 3. Okay, so what's going to happen in Chicago? Is there going to be a crop circle coming? Is it Oprah Winfrey? Her name fits into this story. I haven't worked on it yet because it's way too big and too much for me. I already have a blockage in my pipes. I can't walk 2 minutes without having one idea and then all of a sudden knowing the answer. Now everybody out there is going to say, how can you know the answer? Okay? I don't know the answer. I only know what is logical, what is possible. Spock in Star Trek. The trek of the stars to connect them together to understand why we're here on Earth. But anyways, let's get to the wedding. Why do we wear the ring on these fingers here, on the left hand? Why not on the right hand? Well, the right hand of man is the right hand of man. But the left hand is God. Right hand is man, left hand is God. Right hand is spirit, left hand is soul. And then again, I might be wrong, but it doesn't matter. I'm not getting into explaining that. That's why I stopped it this way. Well, what happens is the spirit, okay, over here, 1, goes over to 3 for the command, okay, of the connect, makes it 4 angel, which is this finger here. The 4 angel has the command of the create, which is 3, 1, 2, 3 over. We end up here. We end up with the same fingers, okay? 3 over from the same finger with the same finger. Therefore, 1 spirit, 3 command, 3 create is 7. We put it on this finger right here. That's the wedding finger. You see I have 2 hands, 1 right, 1 left. There's a lot. There's a lot more to this. It's overwhelming already. I can't sit down and talk to myself and write down and see if I can talk as I go. Somebody else can write it down and I can go with the flow. And my pipes, the pressure in my pipes won't bust like my mind because somebody else is helping me with the flow. Right now, I'm doing the flow all by myself. Chicago, Illinois, Highway 55. Highway 59, crosses the 10, crosses the 20, crosses 64, Zion, 4 angel, 6 man. Wait a second. The wedding finger on the right hand marries the pinky of 6 man, 4 and 6. They get married. But to get married, the angel's got to pick up spirit. So all of a sudden the angel's this finger. Now they're the same thing. They're exactly alike. Man and spirit, you're 1. And it creates an 11. And 6 and 5, 5 finger and the 6th finger, 5 and 6 is 11. Therefore, we got a perfect connection. Although they're not the same numbers, the design that comes out between the 6 and the 5, between the yin and the yang, between the lamed, which is the center post, which turns off and on the water or electricity. They have quarries, water, electricity, quarries, things that transfer, that we need as elements, like electric. Okay, the electric in the universe causes the heat. Maybe we can call that the fire. We need the water. We need the air. We need all these things. Without these things, we can't make the advancements. Okay, I'm not a scientist here. I'm putting my hand up. Stop. Okay, Hitler, hitter, baseball, hit, heaven, Iber, the crossroads of the pipe. L, spirit of Beta, which is the creation. E, Esprit, or for the E world, the 5th letter, for the center, for opening up the taps and closing the taps. It would be the 5 angel spirit. R, as the 18th letter, 1 spirit, 8 heaven, connecting the 2 together. Connecting the 2 together. I pray, we're now connecting heaven and earth. So, this is good. Now look at all the X-Men in there. Whoa! We've got 1. We've got, how many X's we got there? We got 4. 4 and 4. Angel connect. And here's the thumbs. The thumbs. Okay. You see what it does? The pipes, the flow. We bring the water from the down to the up. The uprights in football, 3 points for the connect and the command. But when you pass the line and you've gone home and the pipes have been changed, you have 6. You've had the command. You've had the create. You've got 6. Now you go for the extra point spirit. You return the spirit back to God because you don't need him. You give back the spirit. You cross the line. You kick the extra point. In football, you got 7 points. We got 4 quarters. We got 50 yards one way in American football and 50 yards the other way. Canadian football, we got 55 yards. So it seems like Canada has the right number. Okay. We also have Highway 40, which is Angel. We also have Highway 55, Trois Rivières. I didn't study that yet. I'm not sure where I'm going with this next. Yes, but Chicago. Take the top 6 hockey teams, or 100 years ago, what were the original 6? Detroit Red Wings, which is the Spirit Wings of the Angel. Then we go on to find out that I don't have my lighter here. So where is my lighter? Because I cannot talk without a light. I will burn out. You see, it's not that I'm burning up, but the cigarettes are slowing me down. Oh, you like my Superman sign on there, eh? Well, in fact, that Superman sign is beloved. And that's what the center of the 55 highway is. That's the transfer of the pipes of going east to west and north and south. Superman. And this diamond, okay, is part of the valve. Okay, I have a picture. It's crazy because if you go look at the crop circles, if you can do the cobweb work on the inside of the crop circles, like I have, you'll see what's there. It ain't just crop circles. And that brown stone in Roswell, if anybody knows anybody out there who's seen any artifacts in Roswell, that brown stone is part of the valve. That's part of the valve. Without even looking at it, I was able to design the valve, round it out, the alpha omega part where the valve is round inside, so it can turn inside the round pipes, because if it was square, the waters would leak and you wouldn't be able to turn it this way because it would make it too big on one side and too small on the other side, and we have to round the square. Instead of squaring the round, we round the square. Therefore, we can shut the pipes without a leak. So you have the Laurentian Mountains. Another thing is, you see, I mentioned that this is a thing about the deck of cards. You see, the deck of cards, you have 54, and then you got the box. But it's not like that. It's 54 for us, for the ones who don't understand the game. There's 52 cards and 1 box. 52 plus 1 is 53. Q17, U21, E5, B2, E5, C3. Quebec. 17 and 21 is 38, and 5 is 33, and B is 2 is 35, and E is 5 is 40, is 50, and then you have the C for 3, you have 53. So you have the 52 cards in the deck, plus the box is 53. So what is Freedom 55? It's the roads that are closed down right now. It's the 2 jokers. It's God and the angel. Why is it God and the angel? Because it's usually 4 and 6, which makes man an angel. But when man's not here, it's angel and God. So it makes it 4 and 7. Okay? We're going to... so where was I with that? Yeah, so it makes it 4 and 7. Oh my God. You see, when they don't need man anymore, the angel goes back to where he came from, and it's with God, which is a like man, spirit, and man 6 is 7, like God, which is just 7. Or God is 1 and 6, and he is himself as so. As so, the reason for 4 and 3 on the dice is because of the way the connection was started. The 3 command of spirit to create angel 4, okay, of command of God, 3 more 7. So you have 1, 2, you have 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 3 is 7. You have 3 and 3, the age of Jesus. You have 4 and 7. Yo, I'll the only way to get it in craps is to have man and the angel spirit. Then you have, anyways, the 1 and the 6 man. It's the same thing. God made us in likeliness. So you have the 1 spirit, and then you go over 6. Get a 6 finger. Okay? 1 and 6 is 7. That's God. You see, up there it's God, but down here we're the God. Because we're creating ourselves, and we're not doing anything else but. We only command ourselves. That we were made in exact likeliness of God. Wayne Gretzky, 66. Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, 99. Alex Ovechkin, Guy Lafleur, Boom Boom Jeffrey-On. All these numbers, they're all telling a story by where they came into the league. Where they were in the league, what their number is, and the connection with the highways to get on over there. Chicago. I'm getting back to Chicago. Highway 55. Am I predicting the past?